Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 4, Episode 3's promo for Westworld. We just got done with Episode 2. So much happened in such little time. It was almost 45 minutes, barely 50 minutes, maybe at best. And so much happened. Man in Black, making holes in ones like it's his job. There is so many different things going through my head. If the flies are somehow controlling the people, somehow the flies are getting into people that they are finding are being non-agreeable, let's say, with their plan. So are the flies killing these people? We saw that the guy that worked for the Hoover Dam people in the beginning of episode 1 was not dead after the fly incident, but he could have been copied already at that point. I'm assuming he was a copy at that point. Or he could have been the real version of the guy, and the flies are doing something. We got to have Maeve and Caleb going around. They are now in the new Westworld. We are already inside of New Westworld. But we also found out that it appears Charlotte is running the whole show. Even the Man in Black, who I'm believing is at least the original Man in Black, is being preserved in what looks like some sort of futuristic cryogenic chamber where he's just like floating in a stasis, but it looks like they're checking his vitals. So I'm under the impression the other one that was making the hole-in-ones, it's one of those things almost like the Terminator when he can zoom in with his vision and then he just makes hole-in-ones until he feels like he doesn't feel like it anymore. I don't know. But Charlotte's running the whole deal. Christina looks like she is building this world. We find out that Peter donated all his money to a place after he committed suicide that no longer is even open, and the place was already named after him. So 12 Monkey Dude, Mr. Peter Myers, is definitely from the past, or there is some kind of weird timeline. I don't think it's time travel. If it is, then hey, awesome, because I love time travel shit. But I feel like they're trying to make us think it has something to do with time travel. I think that Christina, Dolores, is living in a world that she created. Sort of like Delirious with John Candy, writes on his typewriter, and whatever he writes happens in the world that he lives in. It's a great movie, but that is what this is reminding me of. I think Christina, Dolores, aka, is living in that world. And people in that world are figuring it out. Or maybe it's just another Westworld that she's in, but she created it. Or something, I don't know. Let's just jump into the promo, see what's up. We'll talk more at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll only see on Patreon. I just don't have the time to edit them for YouTube. Person of Interest, Doctor Who, dozens of shows every week. Go check it out. If not, Season 4, Episode 3's promo for Westworld. These are immediately after the episode, by the way. You don't have to do nothing.
The world out there is
Bernard, burning tree on the next Westworld.
They've made a few changes.
Yes, they have.
The story's the same.
Story's the same, is it? Oh shit, is it?
black who looked familiar.
That was from Anastasia's head.
We have a small chance of making it.
So loitering in the parking lot, some shitty diner is key to saving the world.
Stubbs!
No. She is.
That, I think, is Frankie. And they're ending with that. All right, guys, great promo. And they even threw in the little thing at the end there with who I was saying at the beginning of the episode. Not this thing, but episode 2. Right before I reacted to it, I said how in a promotional trailer or something like that, or maybe it was even in episode 1, they showed Bernard with a woman. I think it was in a promotional thing I saw. But Bernard was with that girl. Basically, I'm pretty sure it was almost the shot we just saw right there in that promo. But it wasn't that promo. It was something else I saw a while ago. I feel like it was like before I even saw episode 1. But when I saw episode 1, I thought to myself, that girl looks a hell of a lot like a grown-up Frankie. So I am assuming that since Bernard woke up covered in dust and he seems to have the furthest of the timelines, that our young Frankie here, Caleb's daughter, is that woman, and that she is sent to go find Bernard or something like that. I mean, obviously she's rendezvousing with him, so somehow she got some sort of signal or something, or even if she didn't know who Bernard was, why would you go visit somebody that you've never seen or know unless you know it's important? So my guess is there's something extremely important that Frankie has to do, and Bernard is the key. Bernard held the key last season, literally. We also saw Stubbs. We see Everything in this is going to be in episode 3. I doubted it last promo because it seemed like there was just so much in the promo. I'm like, there's no way this is just promo for episode 2. There's too much. And all of it was actually in episode 2. We're in Gangster World. Maeve just said it's a little different, but it's the same story. We saw the kick of the can. Does that mean there is a Teddy there? But if there's a Teddy there, then I feel like some of them are escaping or something. We saw the black goo in the promo. That was what came out of Anastasia's head. And Anastasia was the real Anastasia. So what is actually happening here? How are they getting their hosts? What is the black goo? I'm still on the theory that somehow they're taking the real human bodies, replacing them with clones in our world, and then using the actual human bodies in Gangster Westworld. So when you kill somebody in Gangster Westworld, you're killing an actual human body that has already been replaced in our real world. Is that what's happening? You let me know. You want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes of all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, all these great shows you only see over there. Dozens a week. Check it out. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.